So I'm very, very pleased to say that I am now with Tom Michelson, the Burp Brew Co. head brewer. And you'll have possibly seen on Instagram this week that I'm delighted to say that we've actually got our first podcast sponsor, and this is all down to Tom and the team at Burp Brew Co. And I saw this brewery, they're a new Sheffield brewery launched recently. And I saw a few posts on Instagram, got in touch with them, just to ask a bit more detail. And they saw my stuff about the sort of sponsorship we were after. And they've kindly sent me through the post, the first brew that they've done, which is the Egg Risers. So I've got Tom on to talk to me about this. So hi, Tom, how are you doing?
Lovely, thanks. Thanks for having me on, James. It's nice to meet you at last.
Yeah, no worries. I mean, we're doing this as a video instead because usually I put this into the podcast, but because I've already done the podcast recording for this week, I thought we'll get you on because you've sponsored our latest episode, so I'd love to have a chat with you about this beer.
So it's nice when like local businesses can work together and support like local artistic endeavours and things. It's marriage made in heaven. I think.
It definitely is, yeah. So where did all this? Because it's all come about fairly recent, and I think you've caught the Sheffield beer scene by surprise a little bit. So where did all this start?
Well, it's like the Phoenix Rising kind of story. When everything went south in Wisewood, we didn't know what to do with kind of resources that we had, and we're all like keen beer drinkers, beer lovers. So we've tried our hand at brewing, and it's just gone from success to success. I think we kind of have our finger out on the pulse of what people want, and very much in tune with the trends of the day. So yeah, it's going really well.
That's it. And I mean, I think one of the things I saw about yourself is that, and your brew in particular, that you do recognise that there's a lot of breweries out there potentially doing quite a lot of the same sort of things. So you're quite determined to be unique, aren't you? And I suppose that's kind of demonstrated by this, the Egg Risers IPA brewed with egg.
That's right. Yeah, I mean it is an unusual choice, but you have to be sort of different to separate yourself
to stand
from
out.
Competitors a bit. To stand out, exactly. Yeah. So our market research was just saying that people are kind of getting fed up of kind of citrusy, fruity hops like Mosaic, Eldorado, Chinook, and stuff. So we kind of wanted to try some more experimental hops like Orpington and Leghorn and Long Island Red. So. We've tried to pack as much of that in as we can, and hopefully, as beer drinkers, will get something out of it as well.
So, what can I mean? I'll do a bit of a tasting now because I did say that I'd love to do a tasting. So I'll crack it open. But what can I expect like from the egg involvement in this beer?
Well, it gives it a richer mouthfeel, but overall, it just improves the whole egginess of the beer. I think it's kind of egg forward,
Right. Okay. Yeah, I mean, does that come from the background in farming as well? Did you used to keep chickens and things like that?
Oh no, horrible things. I hate them.
But anyway, yeah. So, but it's pouring nice. It's kind of what you'd expect. I'll just hold it up so you can see my ale and audio glass, which was sent to me by First Class Designs recently. But yeah, it's kind of got that sort of yucky cut. I mean, a lot of beer is this color anyway, but you can see the sort of thick texture, can't you?
Yeah, exactly. It's straight away you can see that the egg content of it. I think you get quite a few sort of cocktails and things where they have like egg white added to it, and it's very much the same sort of principle.
Oh, okay, yeah. And I just want to point out the artwork as well. I mean, if I was doing can artwork myself, I like this. It's just really simple, but it's kind of the sort of thing I'd probably do myself, really. Have you had a hand in this at all, or have you got it designed externally?
Well, we kind of put our heads together as a family, and really my daughter sort of led on it, and she's only 12, so
yeah,
we kind of followed it through. It's quite simple, keep the process as simple as we can for the printers, and that keep costs down.
Good stuff. Well, I'll have a quick taste then. I'm looking forward to this. So when I first saw this, and I saw the video and everything, the little promo video that you did, I thought, this is going to be amazing. So. Oh yeah, it's good, isn't it? It is a bit different.
Definitely, yeah. Different is like a really good way of describing it, I think. Maybe the first few sips, it takes a bit of getting used to, but certainly by the time you finish the can, you feel like you've had an egg for sure.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I think you're going to stand. I mean, obviously, if you want to sell beer, then standing out was going to be one of the things, isn't it? So
yeah,
exactly. I can get this. You ought to have saved it for Easter, if anything.
We're going to do a special chocolate edition for Easter. Have a chocolate egg edition.
That's a good idea. Yeah. Good stuff. I really like it. I mean, how many? Because I know you're a small batch brewery, because obviously you can only produce so much with the size you are at the moment. But how easy do you think it'll be for people to get this sort of stuff?
Well, we're concentrating on local shops and bottle shops and things, so on.
Yeah.
So I think the keen beer drinkers should be able to track it down without much problem. I think. I must say the actual fermenters and stuff are a lot bigger than that. This is just the research and development thing. We've got the much bigger machinery downstairs, but I don't go down there; it stinks.
But yeah, no, it's really good. It's I like it, and I could definitely have a few of them. But I mean, I'm gonna have to save some for other people because obviously, like you say, you're not going to be doing loads. But I'm looking forward to seeing what other things you do, and just want to say a massive thank you again for sponsoring the podcast.
It's my pleasure. I've been a long time listener, first time interviewer, so interviewee. So yeah, pleased to do what I can. Yeah.
No worries. Well, thank you very much, Tom. It's been a pleasure. And yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing. I mean, have you got any particular ideas going forward for other sort of brews that you're going to do?
Well, we've got a few things, but we're going to keep them under wraps for now. We don't want to give too much away at this stage.
Sure, but surely the Ale and Audio podcast will be the first to know.
Of course, Jimbo, of course.
Okay, no worries. Well, thank you very much, Tom.
You're welcome. My pleasure. Pleasure's all mine.